Buddy, it's Antie here, and I'm doing my first hunt away from my own property. I'm hunting this school, which was built in the early 1950s. I'm here in the sort of playground area. Haven't got into that sandbox yet. The ground is like concrete. It really is. It's soil with packed down sand. But I already found a penny, which I can't read the date. And in this little hole here, about 3 inches down, I found a 2008 quarter. There's the queen. I'm happy to have it. That's the largest denomination coin I have dug so far. So stick with me and we'll see if we can get something else. So welcome to the wrap up to my hunt at the school. It was pretty tough sledding. We haven't had a lot of rain lately, and the ground was really dry and powdery. Wasn't giving up signals well at all. I did find, obviously, a bunch of iron junk. The schoolyard has a lot of sand in it, and the top surface was just like concrete. Once I broke through it, it was a little more manageable, but still. I was glad to get all this iron and wire and rusty nails and stuff out of the playground. That's no place for that kind of nonsense. I found a big chunk of foil that rang up nicely, and these two little weird chunks of I don't know what that sounded kind of interesting. I'm still at the stage where I'm digging every signal so that I learn what things sound like. So there's the mess. A couple of surface finds. The end of a paintbrush. They must have been painting en plein air, as they say, out in the fresh air. And a pencil that says, I have tiger pride. And this tiger is the mascot of the school, so I think this is a fairly recent drop. I can sharpen that up and use it myself. Somebody must have made a lot of mistakes, or else they're an eraser chewer, because that thing is gone. Underground, I found the metal edge from a ruler, and it doesn't look like it was peeled out the way some kids do. Maybe the wood part just disintegrated, or maybe it broke out. This thing, I have no idea what it is. It looks like something screwed through it, but for what purpose, I cannot imagine. It just has the one hole. Got nothing. If you know what it is, let me know. In the sandbox, once I broke through the concrete at the top, the wet sand that had mashed itself down, I found a couple of awesome little toys. These little bad boys were down about 5 inches, but in a sandbox, I guess that doesn't mean anything about the age of them. The little backhoe scoop thing has lost its scoop. It's mostly plastic, but the bottom is metal. And he's lost one of his tracks, and the other one's kind of disoriented, but there it is, 388A. Keep out. Action service. That's fun. Whoop, dropped it. And then the little bulldozer. Metro DPW. Hey, that's actually probably from Toronto, I'm guessing, although other cities are metro. I don't want to push on it, but this is all metal except for the scoop, which is plastic, and the tracks. Oh, I've just dislodged it. But that one's still flexible enough that it can go back on its wheels. What does it say here? Can I read it? Come on, focus. It's not playing nice. There we go. Bulldozer. Made in China. Okay. Well, there you go. My husband came with me on the hunt. I refer to him as the Laird sometimes. That's Scottish for the Lord. Lord of the Manor, Lord of my heart. Aw, oversharing? Okay. Anyway, he had one look at these and immediately set to work at them with his Swiss Army knife, and he picked out all the dirt and cleaned them up really nicely for me. So I'm glad he was interested in that. The rest of the hunt he found really super boring, kind of like watching paint dry. So he spent a lot of time texting with his sons. And I found 3 coins. I told you this was tough sledding. Where are they? There they are. I've got a 2008 quarter. This is an Olympic, not really a memorial quarter because it's before the Vancouver Olympics, but it's the 2010 Vancouver Olympics prequel coin. I recall that they made a whole bunch of those. I have here a nice looking nickel. It came out looking really clean. I just dusted it off. 2005 nickel. The design on the back of the nickel has not changed from I don't know when. They've always looked like this, and I'm like over 20. I also found a nice 1964 penny. There's the young queen. The reverse didn't fare quite as well, but there it is. I think you can see the date. There you go, 1964. It's pretty corroded. The sand in this schoolyard is really chemically, I think it's, I suppose there might be a lot of lime in it. Anyway, that's what I found. I'll be going back to that school again because I know after a good rain, and if I go to some of the older grassy areas, I'm going to find some old coins because that school was built in the early 1950s. There's the trash, no longer in the schoolyard. Children are safer because of metal detectorists. Glad to help. Okay. On that note, this is Auntie signing off for now. Come and see me again. Toodaloo.